Hello guys, again, Zach here, again and again and again and again. I'm always here, it seems. Continuing with the, I did say best of 5 before, but let's just say the 4th game between TheViper and DauT right now. And as you know, it's currently 3-0 to TheViper. He's doing a great job indeed. And DauT is trailing behind. In red today then, in the bottom of the map, we have TheViper as Huns, and off to the right and a little bit to the top is DauT as Huns also. DauT's map is not so great at all. His wood is very far away indeed, and this is very open at the front for him as well. Actually, no, saying that's not too bad. He has got this cliff face here. Yeah, I just thought I'd mention that because his map doesn't look so great, but then again, TheViper is very open as well. So these guys both with very open maps, so we should see a lot of interesting stuff going on, hopefully. I would also like to point out, for those of you who are probably thinking, what the hell, man? DauT is not doing so great in this series so far. Well, I just want to point out that DauT is actually is on a bit of a break, I think. We've got to bear in mind, Viper plays nearly daily a lot of games, and he is really on top of his game right now. That does not mean to say, though, that just because he's beating DauT now, that they are necessarily, well, that DauT is necessarily worse than Viper. Situations and different circumstances change a lot of things, and there is still no doubt that DauT is at the very top of his game. He is just a little bit out of practice at the moment, and I'm not really making excuses for him. I'm just saying it how it is, really. If these guys were to have a best of 21, which I do hope does happen, that would be awesome to see. It would be very fun to see indeed, and it would be really interesting to see who wins it. Then I imagine DauT would be a lot more in practice for that kind of series. So I do hope that there is a best of 21 between these two guys, and I do hope that DauT can get a bit more practice in before that happens, because I would hate to see it just be a total walkover. Though, you know, Viper really is on top of his game at the moment, and there is no doubt to me that he is #1 right now at this very moment, though DauT, as I say, is a little bit out of practice. DauT then going with a Drush, Viper already up to the feudal age, and pretty standard opening as usual. It's a bit of a shame as well that this is a Hun war again. It would be nice to see other things, but nevertheless this is what we got because this is what they did. That is just the way it's going to have to be. When you do Drush, it's important that you do take Deer, as your Deer will allow you to get up to the feudal age a little bit faster than otherwise, and of course that is always a good thing. And DauT now moving across the map with his 3 militia. Let's see how much he can do. He knows exactly where the Viper's gold is. He knows where his wood is, and he has got his scout there as well. Viper does know this is incoming though, so he will be very much on the lookout for it and very well prepared. His scout cavalry, 1 HP left. Incredible stuff right there. Just saving that so quickly. Trying to get a quick palisade up. Is he going to do it in time? He just needs to get one more palisade right here and another one right there. He is going to do that. Very nicely done indeed. And DauT, oh, DauT is going to be denied the Drush unless he goes all the way around, of course. Very nicely done there. A real quick palisade just to make DauT get close to the town centre. So close, in fact, that he can't go there due to the fact that, you know, Viper will just walk all over him and kill his militia off. Viper very close to the feudal age right now. DauT just clicking up, and we'll see what Viper goes for. Hopefully not stable again. It could happen though. It's such a common build these days. Let's see what he gets after this barracks. Hopefully it's an archery range, although a stable is probably the most likely in this situation. Let's just see what he does plonk down, or is he going to send villagers forwards even? Oh, it's an archery range. Nice. 3 villagers gathering gold already. He's going to want more to gold very shortly, I imagine. Let's just see where he is taking his units to. Can't actually see right now. Oh, he's sending them to the barracks, which is obviously not where they're going to end up. This Drush looks like it's going to fail to me. Viper, very quick defense with some palisades there, and though Viper doesn't like walling, he's very impartial to building a few palisades just to... Oh, very nicely done, picked off by the town centre there. A few palisades just to prevent his opponent from getting too close. That's usually the case. Very nicely done indeed, and DauT's Drush pretty much ineffective right now. Where's he sending his villagers to? He's still at his gather point on this barracks for some reason. He's probably a bit distracted by this rush coming in. I imagine, will fix that very shortly, though his gather point is still to the barracks, which is kind of odd. His villagers just going nowhere. Trying to break through this palisade with the militia. There's probably nothing else they can really do right now than just be a little bit of a nuisance. So it's just a matter of time before that starts to catch fire, and then Viper repairs it. Though if he doesn't pay attention, he could still lose this palisade and potentially lose a villager, though I doubt it's going to happen. DauT just getting up to the fuselage right now, and let's see what he goes for. Maybe he's going to go for a stable, but Viper has gone for 2 archery ranges. Blacksmith will probably see a 3rd archery range very soon, as is usually the case, repairing this palisade up before anything too drastic happens. And where is he sending his villagers to now? Well, yeah, his gather point is on this gold, so he's going to make quite a lot of archers, it would appear, and he is pushing out already across the map. DauT with 2 stables in defense, and a couple of skirmishes coming out for Viper, as well as he hasn't really got the gold right now to keep making so many archers. This gold is a little bit in an awkward position. He wants his villagers around this side, really gathering from up here as well as down here, but this militia being a little bit awkward. These skirmishers just coming in now to push these guys away and sort them out. Tell them to get gone, because that's what they need to do. And now Viper coming out across the map. He's not being a douche and killing off this deer, though he very could well do that. And he is just going to stay out here. I think, though, that DauT will be able to clear this up with the scout cavalries pretty quickly. The only problem is that making scout cavalries, as I say, does delay you into the castle age, and they're not so great once you're going up against massed archers. But it's not too much of a big deal. DauT going to lose a villager here as the scout cavalries come out. They are going to whittle away at these archers, and the archers will get cleared up by the looks of things. They are going down, and that is it's not such a big loss for the Viper, but it is a loss nevertheless, as you've got to bear in mind archers cost gold and scouts just cost food, and DauT killing those off has given him the slight score lead there. These militias coming in now, and wow, so awkward. I mean, they didn't kill off a single villager, but they were an absolute nuisance for this whole time. Viper getting fed up and saying, yeah, what, screw it, I'm going to delete the palisade, get my villagers in here to gather this gold, killing off the final militia at last, as DauT does come across the map with some scouts right now. Let's see how long he can keep them alive for and how much damage he can do. Viper getting out a spearman of his own just to deal with these scouts. Of course, scouts rushes are so easy to deal with. All you need is 2 spearmen, and you're pretty much safe in the knowledge that your base is going to be very hard to harass. In comes the spearman now. The only problem is they do get outmaneuvered very quickly, and he is just going to be able to stay in a defensive position, going to be able to try and do some damage. This spearman not even getting one hit on though, unfortunately. Bit stuck on the hill, it does seem, and DauT may be able to kill off a villager here if he's lucky. The Viper is starting to bring some archers up the rear though, and up the rear, haha. And oh yeah, there we go, spearman getting in there as well. Going to be able to kill off these scouts, very nicely done indeed. Not managing to take out one villager yet, and Viper with a nice little defense there. What is he doing over here though? He's sending over some archers and skirmishers. He may be able to do some harassment with those. We'll just have to wait and see. DauT getting up a watchtower on this wood over here. As I say at the start, it was very far from his town centre, very hard to wall as well. Well, he's managed to wall the back, but the front is still very open. Blacksmith going up for DauT at long last. It's going to be a while before he gets too many archers out, though, it does seem. Wheelbarrow just being researched by the Viper now. Good timing for that, around 18 minutes. Between 15 and 18 is usually nice. And if you're going for a feudal war, it's worth getting it before you go up to the castle age. Unless you're going for a fast castle, in which case you probably want to do it as soon as you do get castle, depending on what strategy you're going for. DauT losing a villager over here and having his eco disrupted just a little bit as Viper comes around the back. He may get sandwiched here though. There are quite a few skirmishers coming in and a scout cavalry as well, though Viper does have a few numbers there. A few more scouts coming in as well, so yeah, if he just gets sandwiched in this corner he will lose this little army, but I doubt that's going to be the case, as he will probably be able to... Oh, actually, no, saying that, he's going to run into this watchtower as well by the looks of things. He's going to try and micro this as well as he can, but Viper is probably going to lose this army right here. these villagers going to be able to get inside of this watchtower very quickly, and these skirmishers are starting to whittle away at the archers here, as well as the scout cavalry is doing their bit as well. And this army from Viper is going to get absolutely crushed, I think, and I don't think he's going to be able to take out many units from DauT whatsoever. He's going to lose his scouts at this rate, but these guys are going to get cleared up very nicely indeed, and Viper just making some more archers back at base. A very similar strategy to the previous game, it does seem, as his army does get cleared up at the back of DauT's base. DauT now just re-rallying around, quite a lot of farms for him, and going scouts at the start does tend to mean that you end up with more farms. If we have a look at the comparison there, it would appear that Viper does have a few less farms, maybe 2 or 3 less, and DauT may be able to get up to the castle age a little bit sooner, though Viper does have the amount of food that he needs. He is going up in food very quickly, and due to not making scouts, he's not had to lose that food at the start, so less farms are necessary for him to continue unit production. Second mining camp going up on this gold to keep the gold flow coming in very nicely, and more archers coming out, so we'll probably see something similar with the last game, such as the archers being upgraded to crossbowmen, then following it up with cavalry archers. You can't really go wrong with that strategy, really. If you can defend against the scout rush, then archers like this massed up are very hard to counter once you start going cavalry archer as well, and once these guys are upgraded to the killing off that wolf, upgraded to the crossbowman. Viper now up to the castle age. I imagine DauT is very similar as time as well. DauT is going to be a little bit further behind, but it looks like he's almost learnt from his previous game and decided to wait on the castle age and get it sooner, and then start to get out those cavalry archers a bit sooner as well. Nice watchtower placement though, keeping his gold and his wood safe over here. Very easy to prevent Viper from attacking in this direction, and of course forcing him away, bridging the gap with another archery range, so we could see a lot of cavalry archers from DauT once he gets into the castle age, making a few more skirmishes just to deal with these archers for the time being. And he does have fletching as well. Viper does have +1 archer armor though also, and now DauT just going to be able to head this off with a few skirmishes. Let's see how good Viper's micro is here. He may be able to kill off a few skirmishes, but so far Viper is taking the biggest losses right now, and he has lost 2 archers already, third one going down, and DauT taking much less losses would appear already, though he is outnumbered, so it might not stay that way for too long, forcing Viper away. A nice try, a potential split there, but didn't quite work, picking off archers as they run. Very nicely done by DauT there indeed, and he does have the score lead just right now. It won't be the case for long though, as Viper will be in the castle age very soon, and bringing up the rear with more archers, it does appear. And let's see how much he can do with these guys once they do get up to crossbow, and if he just get thumb-ring again, he's going to make very short work of the skirmishers at any rate. And DauT going to realise, there's actually quite a lot of archers here, I'd probably better retreat, and that is indeed probably what he's going to do. I don't know if he's going to bother engaging these. Yeah, he's going to retreat, it looks like to me. And Viper now into the castle age, crossbowman coming out, bodkin arrow coming out, pretty standard from him, and I wouldn't expect any less really. He's in it to win it, I suppose, and if it does mean doing the same build over and over again, perfectly timed of course, then there is no reason why he wouldn't. Cavalry archers starting to come out now, as he's going to upgrade these crossbowmen just now, and they are now going to be able to kill off the skirmishers so quickly, with bodkin arrow giving them an extra 1 range of course as well. Going to speed things up just momentarily. DauT is now into the castle age as well, which does mean we could see some more cavalry archers from him, but it does seem that he is very much outnumbered at the moment. Cavalry archers starting to come out from all 4 archery ranges. Of course, he hasn't built that many archers or crossbowmen, well, archers, and he hasn't upgraded crossbowmen, so he's saved a bit of wood and a bit of gold, so we can make a lot more cavalry archers, getting the second archer armor upgrade, which is going to be crucial for him to make as much value out as he can out of these cavalry archers. They are starting to be created at a big rate now. He's got plenty of gold and plenty of wood to sustain production, lots of food as well, so he can continue to make villagers. ballistics being researched at the university, a very important upgrade to make, of course, and he may make some knights as well. Husbandry just being researched, very important to get husbandry. Also does increase your speed enough so that you can chase down those knights if necessary, and Viper losing a few crossbowmen here without actually doing too much damage at all. DauT 60 population, but Viper, wow, 79 population. This is great from him. Second town centre going up, and we may see the third on a gold pile as well very shortly. Though DauT is going to be a little bit delayed with his second town centre, as he did build this watchtower, which does mean he has less stone even, and can't actually afford one right now. DauT though starting to mass up the cavalry archer, and he may be able to do significant damage with these guys. Let's just keep our close eyes on these, see what they can actually do. Viper now though with a hill advantage, and he is got the bigger range as well. Just be able to snipe them off, very nicely done. And DauT actually losing a few cavalry archer there, which is a little bit unfortunate for him. Viper with some cavalry archer of his own at the front though, and DauT just going to continue to build these guys. Thumbring being researched also, pretty crucial to get that one, and that means his cavalry archers are going to be pretty much fully upgraded by the time that these guys roll in. But of course, Viper's also fully upgraded his at the moment. I'm not sure if he's got Thumb Ring just yet, but he is going to get in here, very nicely done, and these villagers are going to be under a bit of pressure, as DauT is going to have to deal with these cavalry archers coming in from the side. Very nicely done once again from the Viper, going to be able to kill off a few villagers here, and he is going to be able to make short work of these guys. Viper are going to have to deal with these cavalry archers coming in from the side very shortly, but again, he's coming in with these crossbowmen at the side, going to be able to pick off even more villagers, and it's all about killing off these villagers. He is killing off so many. DauT taking very heavy losses right now, and these villagers are being made very short work of. If he can deny as much wood as he can to DauT, then DauT is going to be able to afford less cavalry archers, though he does have a lot of wood already. And in comes Viper from the top again, preventing DauT from doing very much at all. And finally just finishing up with Viper's attack in his wood line here, but taking very big losses indeed. DauT has got the score lead though, and it's 59 population for him, but Viper on 80 right now. He is getting further and further ahead with every passing moment. It does seem that it's just going to continue this way. Two more archery ranges going up at the back for the Viper. Continuous production of cavalry archer, it seems. And he does have a very perfectly balanced eco, it would appear, as well. He's going to be able to kill off a few cavalry archer here, but I imagine these crossbowmen are going to be made short work of, as these cavalry archer do begin to chase them down. Of course, the cavalry archer does have double the HP of a crossbowman, so it does take a little bit to kill these guys, not to mention the fact that these guys are very fast as well, so they can chase them down nice and effectively. And there we go, just finishing up the crossbowman, and DauT does have the score lead, but his economy is really suffering right now. He did lose a lot of villagers on this attack right here, and his economy is, I don't know if it's that balanced, to be honest with you. Getting up another archery range now at the front, which makes it 5 archery ranges for DauT. Viper does have 6 though, and he is going to continue to produce more and more cavalry archers. Doesn't have ballistics just yet. He is getting an university right now to research that, and that will really help him out, I imagine, when it comes to moving targets. Now it's just a case of who can get the most cavalry archers. Well, it does actually seem that DauT does have the most right now, though they are split into 2 groups. So he will want to merge them together to make as much damage as he can and get the most out of them. Viper just patrolling on this hill. Not a great time to attack DauT. You are split up from your main force, and these guys will get owned if they just attack uphill in such small numbers. And DauT now coming in from the side. He may be able to kill off a few villagers, get even for the villagers that Viper killed at his base, but Viper pushing out. Look at that, a lot of cavalry archer right there. That's 3, 6, 9, 18, 27, which is a lot, and that is a lot more than what DauT does have once they're split into 2 groups. You can't do a lot with just cavalry archers split into 2. Viper, third town centre up over here, I just noticed, and he is going to be gaining a much needed economical advantage at this stage. And DauT, of course, with only 1 town centre at the moment, so Viper is going to start to really take advantage of this economical advantage that he will soon have with these 3 town centres. Losing a few villagers here though, that's not so great, but I don't think he lost as many as DauT did when they got attacked in this wood line over here. Now only a matter of moments, I think, until, there we go, Viper does come back with these cavalry archers, and looks like he's going to clear these ones up. Don't know if he's got husbandry just yet. We'll have to see how well they can catch these guys up. And DauT still managing to be a bit of a nuisance, killing off some more cavalry archers and some more villagers as well. And now the Viper just trying to chase him down. He has got the numbers he needs. There is a lot of cavalry archers there, and I imagine 3, 6, 9, yeah, 10, 20, 30. So there's a ton of cavalry archers. Once he gets up to 40, he will be able to make short work of pretty much everything. But DauT coming in on multiple angles, this is very nice indeed. He is going to continue to kill off more villagers, and he may even be able to get even here. This is really great from him. Though he's being chased down by the Viper on the left hand side, he's in once again on the right, and more villagers just being picked off as these cavalry archers inflict quite a bit of damage. 8 attack per arrow, which does mean they can make short work of these villagers in these kind of numbers here. Viper going to be forced back to his base with some of his army to try and clear up what DauT is doing at the back. Coming around again from the side, this is incredible. Well, I wouldn't say incredible, but absolutely brilliant. Harassment with these cavalry archers. He is certainly killing off a lot of villagers from Viper, and he really does need to, as he is only on the 1 town centre right now. His second is on the way up, as he has managed to get a little bit of stone. It's about time as well. He really does need to start getting his economy on the move, as he cannot, you know, last forever on just 1 town centre. Looks like Viper's going to lose a few cavalry archers here, as DauT comes from the side again, sniping off even more villagers. Brilliantly done, and he is, you know, a force to be reckoned with right now. His score is starting to get in the lead, and he does really need to keep this harassment going and kill off as many villagers as he can to make up for the fact that he only does have 2 town centres right now. He will need a 3rd very soon. This game going very well indeed for DauT, keeping Viper cooped up inside of his base and killing off a ton of his villagers, killing off a lot of cavalry archers as well, which is absolutely brilliant from him. A good 200 in the lead with score also, and it was actually a good idea to split his cavalry archers up in the end, it does appear, killing off quite a few of the Viper's villagers. If he comes into this location, going to be able to kill off even more, and brilliantly done, I do have to say. More cavalry archers on the way over. Excellent game, and DauT doing just exactly what he wants here. A lot of gold though, so he can continue to produce cavalry archers at a fine rate. He does need another town centre. He can actually afford one, though at the cost of perhaps slowing down some cavalry archer production. So he needs a little bit more wood to get out another town centre, and again killing off more and more and more villagers, getting into the line here, forcing Viper back to his town centre, and his score is really starting to get in the lead now. He's keeping this pressure on, and Viper starting to make the elite skirmishers that will hopefully, for Viper, kill off some of these cavalry archers. They are of course very cheap to make, and once they're fully upgraded, a little bit of a nuisance to deal with cavalry archers. Micro is very much needed indeed, and DauT now with a score lead of 600. More cavalry archers being produced, coming forwards with some villagers, building another town centre. Finally 3 town centres apiece, and DauT with very little harassment to his base may even be in the lead with villagers. 112 population to 105. He is indeed in the lead with population right now. And let's have a quick look at his military. 48 cavalry archers to Viper's 20, 30, well, yeah, there we go, 39. So he does actually have more military, and he does have a higher score lead as well, a higher population count even. Viper trying to look to get even, it does appear, with some cavalry archers just coming over now to try and kill off some villagers of DauT. Just going to have to retreat from these though. Elite skirmishers will make short work of these guys. They do have a larger range, and the amount of pierce armor that these guys have got basically means that the cavalry archers from DauT will do very little damage indeed. Viper just coming in now though. He is going to lose a lot more villagers again at his base, but these skirmishers are going to be able to be a bit of a nuisance to DauT. Going to kill off some of DauT's villagers back at his base as well, though I don't know if it's going to be as many as DauT managed to kill over at Viper's base. DauT still rolling across his fields with these cavalry archers. He is going to kill a lot more villagers here as well, and this is absolutely great. Viper still refusing to wall. It is just in his nature, I suppose. He really is against walling, and now the elite skirmishers coming in, they are going to be able to do a bit of damage to these guys. They're going to want to move out of range or into range to kill them off, of course. We'll have to see what Viper can do. A lot more skirmishers coming in from behind as well, and again more cavalry archers, just cavalry archers everywhere. DauT going to be able to quickly reinforce back at his base with constant production of cavalry archers, it appears to me, and Viper just having to deal with these guys in his base. He's starting to get the upper hand in his base, it does seem, at the very least. The amount of skirmishers he's got starting to pick away at these cavalry archer, and maybe it's going to be enough to prevent DauT from doing much more harassment, but DauT is getting a massive score lead right now, almost 1,000 in the lead. And his score is just continuing to grow with each passing moment, as he does continue to do even more harassment as time goes by. Still going with the cavalry archers and bringing more and more in. This could be DauT's game. This could be DauT's game. Very well played indeed. So many cavalry archers on the field. Coming forwards with the siege workshop. Siege workshop will make short work of the elite skirmishers, and the elite skirmishers making short work of the cavalry archers, unfortunately for DauT. And the Viper back in the back of DauT's base over here, killing off a few more villages. It's all about how many villagers you can kill, all about how many cavalry archers you can keep alive. And going up against this many skirmisher, a little bit of a problem. He doesn't want to be facing this many skirmishers, really. He needs to get a mangonel out quickly, I imagine, just so he can actually start to take out these skirmishers with mangonels instead of the cavalry archer. He really doesn't want to lose too many of these guys. They are a lot more expensive as opposed to the elite skirmisher, so very important that you keep your cavalry archers alive for as long as possible. Back down here, he's killed off a lot of these guys and trying to get out a mangonel, I imagine, just to kill off these skirmishers. Could be a good choice to make, as these cavalry archer are slowly being whittled down in numbers, and Viper is starting to catch him up. I've got to say, he is starting to push out, and the skirmishers, I imagine here, really did start to change the tide of the battle, I've got to say. Mangonel now coming out, though. If he does get a good hit with the mangonel, then he will be able to inflict very big damage indeed, setting these guys to staggered stance so that they take less losses if they do get hit by a mangonel. A very good choice to make indeed. This mangonel just coming out now. See what you can do with that. I'm going to speed things up while not much is going on. Both these guys just booming, and we may even see this game get to the Imperial Age. It's just a matter of time, and if it does continue at this rate, it will indeed happen. You could see some more knights coming out and stuff like that. Viper 133 population, DauT on 132. It's still so neck and neck. DauT's starting to run out of gold though, and it does appear to me like he's actually out of gold altogether. Let's have a look at his economic mini-map. Yeah, there is one gold pile over here, but it's very far from his base, and both these guys starting to struggle for gold now. It's going to be a fight over the gold, it would appear. And Viper again managing to kill off a few more villagers. And market going up for DauT. Don't know what he's really going to do with that. He may want to buy some stone. He might want to sell some stone. He might want to buy some wood. Well, he wouldn't want to buy wood. He might want to sell some wood. Who knows? It's just, he could be doing anything. Could be doing absolutely anything. Siege workshop for the Viper as well. Some cavalry, not cavalry archers, light cavalry coming out. So he's looking to go for a bit of trash in here just to boost his numbers, which is always a good idea, I suppose. And this mangonel coming forwards, is he going to be able to do too much with it? Two mangonels. Oh, brilliant use of the knight here just to pick away at the mangonel. One mangonel is going to be lost. That's, oh no, maybe not. I underestimated how powerful the cavalry archers were. A ram coming in as well to absorb some of the arrow fire. And if these mangonels can get a nice shot on these cavalry archer and elite skirmisher here, they will do a lot of damage indeed. Just bringing that in right there, and going to kill off quite a few, it does seem. More rams coming in to continue soaking up some of this damage, tanking it out, and trying to take out the siege workshop from Viper as well. DauT still with the score lead as well, I'd like to point out, and doing a pretty good job there. And Viper quickly killing off this battering ram with the mangonel. A good mangonel hit onto the cavalry archer, and DauT forced to retreat. It would seem more cavalry archers coming over from the side though, so he may just be able to boost his numbers in time. Have to wait and see. DauT, I'm not sure what he did there. He may have sold something and bought some stone perhaps. I'm not 100% sure though. He does have quite a lot of stone collectors. He's probably looking to get a castle up, to be honest with you, and if you can get a castle on well, he might want to castle this gold to keep it safe, or he may want to castle over here just to protect his eco. We'll have to wait and see what decision he goes for, but he has got quite a lot of stone right now. He can of course afford a castle, but Viper is starting to push forwards with these cavalry archers, continuing once again to attack his eco. DauT does have a lot of wood and a lot of gold, so he can continue to pump out these cavalry archer, though he isn't actually pumping them out right now. He's actually stopped, which is a little bit weird, and Viper starting to take the score lead back as he does push forwards with a combination of knights, light cavalry, skirmishers, mangonels and rams. He may be able to take out this town centre as well, which would be very useful for him. DauT with so much stone, I want to see him build a castle somewhere. He's a little bit delayed with that. Viper's resources are very low indeed. He is spending them as he gets them, which is exactly what he wants to do. As DauT does have a lot of stone and a lot of wood right now, he can actually afford 2 castles, and I'm surprised he hasn't built one just yet. He's trying to hold on desperately to this town centre over here, and looks like Viper is just going to continue to push forwards. Another ram coming in. This town centre could very well be lost depending on the repairs from these villagers. They of course are getting picked off slowly by these elite skirmishers and the cavalry archer from behind. This town centre could very well go down, though the HP is rising. Just a matter of time until these villagers get killed off, I imagine, and more cavalry archers from DauT to reinforce. But now Viper taking a very big score lead indeed. He's attacking at multiple angles, sending these light cavalry in to harass his eco. This town centre will go down, it appears, and DauT now looking in not such a great position, still not getting a castle up, and I want to know why. Why has he not got a castle up yet? Well, I do not know. He really does need a castle. This town centre just about to go down now, and it's not looking so good for DauT once again. Viper now just pushing forwards and starting to break Viper here, DauT here. Viper even taking this gold from DauT. It would have been a good idea to castle this, in fact, and DauT not doing that. He's got so much stone. He can build a castle, and he isn't doing so, and I want to know why. I'm a bit curious to know. It looks like Viper may actually win this game if he continues to push forwards as he is doing. Another town centre on the left right here, but the light cavalry coming in to harass even more. Light cavalry at the back as well, and continuing to push forwards at the front. These elite skirmishers going to be able to do a good job against the cavalry archer here, and the knights coming in to kill off the villagers, and it's just absolutely perfect play. Pushing forwards at just the right time, starting to spam over. It almost looks like deathmatch at this stage, with the units just streaming across the map, and the light cavalry continuing to come in as well, just to keep the harassment going. DauT falling down to 86 population, Viper on 182. DauT just resigning there, and that was very well played from him, I've got to say. I actually thought at one moment that he would have that game in the bag. Just in hindsight though, this watchtower, if he didn't build the watchtower, he would have been able to get out 2 town centres a lot sooner than he did. Just noticed as well, finally getting this castle up, a little bit too late though. Not really much use getting it up now. But DauT would have been able to get up 2 town centres a lot sooner if he didn't build this watchtower. It was quite an important placement though. It did protect his wood and his gold early game. But if he didn't build it, he would have had the town centres up earlier. And with his harassment of the Viper's economy, he may have actually took the lead and won the game. I mean, he was in the lead for a while, but Viper did claw it back once he dealt with the harassment from DauT in his base. Absolutely brilliantly played, and pushing forwards at the end just to mop things up, and DauT really couldn't stand up to that much pressure. So gotta hand it to Viper though, 4-0, and this was the last game that these guys played, so it may have been a best of 7 though. It may have just been 4 games that they played for a friendly, and Viper taking them all. Very well played indeed. I hope to see DauT with a comeback though. I would like to see a best of 21 between these 2 guys. Could be very interesting indeed, and it could be a great matchup to see. It would be very interesting, and I'm sure there'll be money on the line as well. Of course, these games aren't played for money, and if there's money on the table, DauT will make sure he trains and be prepared for it. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Zach. Hopefully you have enjoyed these games. I know there have been Hun Wars, but yeah, I thought they were pretty good. Between the two best players of all time, what can go wrong? We'll have a look at the achievements. I know it works now. Okay, so economy score firmly in favour of the Viper once again. Technology pretty much neck and neck, and military, I should really go in order, but military fairly close as well. What's going on the military stats? Well, units killed to units lost were very, very close. I imagine the amount of units killed for DauT mainly came from the amount of villagers he killed from the Viper, and Viper getting the lead just by 1 unit at the end, probably due to how many military he killed off towards the end as well. Very close in army size also. Economy, well, Viper really did have a great economy that game. A lot more gold collected, a lot more food and wood as well. Really just did give him the edge towards the end of the game. It allowed him to get out those light cavalry and of course get all the upgrades that he was getting. Castle times, feudal times, fairly similar for both of them. DauT delayed into the feudal age due to the fact that he did do that rush, but very close again to the castle age. Research counts 1 above for Viper, but still neck and neck. And villager high 124 to 101. There's the timeline if anyone's interested. So thanks for watching, guys. I've been Zach, and I will see you next time.